Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Oh, Miss Lucy dead and gone, left me here to weep and moan. Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Oh, Miss Lucy dead and gone, left me here to weep and moan. Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Oh, Miss Lucy dead and gone, left me here to weep and moan. Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the Oh, Miss Lucy dead and gone, left me here to weep and moan.
Glitter on the wet streets, silver over everything. The river's all wet, you're all chrome. I'm dripping with alchemy. Shiver, stop shivering. The glitter's all wet, you're all chrome. The man cried out, the girls cried out, the man cried out, the girls cried out, the man cried out. Oh no. The man cried out, the girls cried out, the man cried out, the girls cried out, the man cried out. Oh no, 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 oh no.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and
Video.
Yeah, what's up?
Bending the knee. How you feeling today?
Good.
Eating a banana, good. What do you want to say to all your fans? You'll be playing in no time?
Yep.
Back on the field?
9 months.
it's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Lost souls up. Lost souls up, oh, and the no, and with them old boys, you gon' get.
Knocked up 9 months ago, and what she finna have, she don't know. She want neo soul, cause hip hop is old. She don't want no rock and roll. She want platinum or ice and gold. She want a whole lot of sun to fold. If you were obstacles, you just drop your cold, cause one monkey don't stop the show. Little Mary's bad. In these streets, she done ran ever since when the heat began. I told a girl, look here, calm down, I'ma hold your hand to enable you to peep the plan, cause you was quick to learn. And we can make money to burn if you allow me to lay this game. I don't ask for much, but enough room to spread my wing. And the world finna know my name.
I don't ask
Hey boys, congratulations on graduating. We're very proud of you. Lacrosse has been a long journey for most of you all, and we've watched you play since HLC, and we've watched you grow into the young men that you've become. We want to wish you the best and are excited to see the next chapter in your life.
Good luck, boys.
The champ is here! The champ is here!
Yo fellas, Coach Nagel here. Some of you may not know me, some of you definitely do. Just real sorry to hear about your season. It's a real bummer I don't get to see you guys finish your careers here. But, you know, some of you may be moving on, playing lacrosse at the higher level. Some of you may just be going to college. Some of you may be working. But you guys have your whole life ahead of you, and you got some interesting characters in the crowd there, so you're definitely going to have fun. Just keep your head up and keep grinding.
The champ is here! The champ is here!
Gentlemen, I hope everybody's doing well, staying safe, you and your family, through these unprecedented times that we're living through right now. All right, it's been a few years. I hope you guys can still recognize me. You know, I haven't gotten that old looking yet, but no, on a serious note, I'm sure this is not how any of you expected your senior year and senior season to go, but you made it, so congratulations on that. I'm a firm believer that any experience, any obstacle that's put in your way that you're able to overcome, just making you stronger, building your character, your heart, making you into the men that you're going to become. You know, you're going to look back on these times and you're going to smile. 5, 10, 15 years from now, something's going to come up, some obstacle in your life. Hey, I could do this. I got through my senior year during a pandemic, and I'm here, and I made it. So proud of each and every one of you. You know, I hope that you guys learned half the amount that I learned from you guys. Truly. So much to say. Coach G asked if some of your coaching staff would like to say a few words. Honored, absolutely honored. He did put a time restriction on because, if you remember me, short and sweet, direct, right to the point, no frills, no fuss. Coach Trevor, 20 minutes, easy. But I won't steal his thunder, and I'll keep mine short and sweet. So I'll leave you with, no matter what you decide to do, whether you're playing ball at school, whether you're going to college, whether you are going right into the workforce, no matter what your path is, no matter what direction you take, do it with your whole heart. Do it to the best of your ability, and you'll be fine. I wish you all continued success, and if anybody ever needs anything, Coach G has my number. Always here to listen. You know, good luck to each and every one of you, and congratulations.
The champ is here! The champ is here!
Fellas, old Coach Downing here. Hope everyone's well. Hope everyone is doing what they want to do, going to where they want to go next year. Hope you're ready to go into it with a good attitude. You know what I mean? I'm sorry your season turned out the way it did. Literally never happened before. So you got that going for you. I bet you guys had some good college essays. I'll tell you that much. Maybe you didn't get it in time. But personally, I know a lot of you guys probably had some goals, but I'll tell you this much. You all equaled Connor Nagel's senior season output in points. Certainly not with team spirit, but points at least. Guys, everyone's tied there. That's good. What else? I don't know, guys. Just be good people going forward. Try hard in college. Took me about 6 years to finish college. Try to do it in like 4.5. 4 ideally, but 4.5. You get another semester. Give you another semester. Be nice to your mothers, and whatever gift you're getting for your dad for Father's Day, get him something a little better, because the first gift is probably like a little, you know what I mean? Not quite there. Alright, guys? Have a good life, and it was a pleasure knowing you guys, and continuing to know you guys.
What's going on, guys? It's Coach Crescent. It's been a while, but I just wanted to reach out. I heard about your season. I just want to say how sorry I was. I know it's probably a bummer for you guys. I also wanted to reach out and wish you guys the best of luck. I know you guys might have different paths after graduation, whether it's work, whether it's military, whether it's school. I just want to wish you guys the best of luck and let you guys know that we are here for you and we'll always be here for you. So don't forget about us. We won't forget about you. And once again, just wanted to reach out.
Hey seniors, I know it's been a while and I was only your coach for a few weeks, but I wanted to wish you all the best of luck in your futures. Coach Shea really hyped me up for this season, and I'm sorry we couldn't get out there and get things done. But just from those few practices, I saw a lot of talent, and I know you guys are a great group. I hope you all will continue to stay part of the lacrosse community, and if you see me out in the summer leagues or in any of the leagues around here, feel free to say hi, stop by, and catch up. Again, wishing you all the best and hoping that you'll stop by to the fields when everything gets back to normal.
Hey guys, how's everybody doing? It's Coach Wilcox out here. This obviously isn't the way I was hoping I would be giving my speech at the banquet, but I'm glad that Coach Walker is able to put this together and the parents. So just wanted to say hi and hope everybody's doing well during this crazy time, and I'm really looking forward to getting to see you guys outside of quarantine. So just wanted to start off by saying thank you to all the parents. I know maybe your players or your sons might not say this enough, but without you guys, none of this stuff would really be possible. And I really just wanted to appreciate all the things you guys have done for the program. The kickoff dinner was great, and ever since I rejoined the staff, everybody was super welcoming, so thank you for that. Just to the team, to kind of start off, it's a super bummer that this really happened the way that it did. When Coach Walker asked me to be part of it, again, coming back to coach here for the second time, I was really excited. I know the great things that the coaches were all doing, and I was hearing a lot of positive things. And then once I was able to get on board, I really thought top 36, you guys were working really hard, and we were really kind of trying to change a different kind of concept of buying in and really kind of working like we haven't done before. So for that, keep it up, because it's only going to pay dividends not only in lacrosse, but I really believe in life. And I think that's one of the most important things you can take away from this season is, sometimes you're going to work hard and things might not go your way, but just know eventually the break will come. So, keep persevering and keep grinding through that. Just kind of offensively, I was really excited to kind of see what we were going to be able to do this year. We were kind of implementing a new system, a new philosophy, and I really thought that the players were really taking to it. I thought kids were getting aggressive. I really thought that, yes, I can be a serious hardo and be on top of you guys, but I think you guys responded well to that. And those things I think we need, because in life, people aren't always going to be easy on us. So I was a little bummed about that, but looking forward to working with the guys for next year and see what we can do. And hopefully the seniors will be able to meet up and just kind of just catch up and just see how everybody's been doing. I know Coach Walker is putting something into place, and I'm really looking forward to that. Just kind of wanted to talk about a little bit about each player. Brown, I was really looking forward to getting the opportunity to coach you up. What I really loved about you was your determination of learning the offense and really working hard, and I think those things are really going to benefit you in life. Big Serm, for some reason, everyone thinks your younger brother's Big Serm, but you're taller and you're bigger, so that really annoys me. But you're Big Serm. I really liked what you were doing, having you go down and play some lefty attack where that's not really your strong hand, and then having you run some through the midfield and kind of taking advantage of some smaller people. I really thought you had a lot of potential, and it was going to be kind of a breakout season for you. Reams, known you for a while, kid. Some of my favorite memories is just clowning you at Be Your Best camp. And no matter what you would say in a situation, if G told me to say something, like, I'm always going to back him up, like 04, childhood best friend. So you really had no chance in any of that, but I always got a huge kick out of it. But really broke my heart for you, because both working out at the same gym, I really saw all the effort you were putting into, and I really saw all the positive things that were going to come out of the system. I feel like you were developing real well as a player, especially having a year off. It's really tough to get that rust off, but you really started to show really no signs of a season laid off. So just want to wish you best of luck, and looking forward to seeing how your game grows. Jack, another guy coming off the injury circuit. Coach Walker was filling me in on you. I wasn't able to get to see a lot about you, but once you started coming back into the fold, I really saw that you had a potential to open up the outside with a shot. Really was looking forward to putting you in some spots on EMO to be a step-down shooter, and just kind of see how your development, even just like your movement from top 36 to the last day of practice, was really nice to see. Rudy, I've known you for a little bit, kid. Just gotta say Ofo. That always cracked me up. Always had a good time just chatting it up with you. Always liked dogging you. Even when you were, playing awesome D, I just felt like I had to chirp you a little bit, just kind of get that chip inside you and keep it going. Because some people might think you're a pretty boy with that long hair, but, you're a grinder, and that's one of the things I really like best about you. So looking forward to catching up. And Brian Scholes, sorry if I butchered the last name a little bit, but I was really looking forward to kind of seeing you develop as a pole this year, especially because not only what G has told me about you, but also what Prince Horn also told me. So I was really looking forward to seeing that. I don't know how you injured yourself at Wawa. Like, I don't know, man. It's just, who would have thought that COVID wouldn't end your season, but really a Wawa crate would have. So I'm just messing with you. It was really great having you. I'm gonna miss kind of seeing you develop, and just also like that side banner we'd have on the sidelines when I was probably supposed to be paying attention to the offense, but I was just chatting it out with the Dean said. And then CJ, the goalie, I really saw some great film on you from last year, and I remember thinking to myself, like, this kid's a player. This kid could have a really good year. I remember seeing some times when you would come in and you would really kind of stop the bleeding last year and make some big saves. And I've heard some coaches from the league say some really good things about you. So I was really looking forward to you anchoring the D. And then the guys that I believe are first-year players, or I really didn't get to know until this year, which it was really a pleasure of getting to know you guys, Ryan, Maddie, and John. I always think, what you guys are doing was commendable, trying something that you might have played a little bit before or you haven't really played before in a while, but, deciding to give it a go. And you really could tell that your athleticism was going to be very beneficial for us, not only in playing defense and picking up on defense schemes, but helping us clear the ball, riding and doing a 10-man. And, there was a lot of things that we were kind of looking to try to put you guys in situations to help us out to win. So, I really commend you guys on that, and I wish you guys nothing but the best. So just to all you guys out there, I just want to say congratulations on graduating. I know this season isn't the way you wanted it to end, and obviously not for us, but the nice thing is the future is bright for you guys, and a lot of things are going to be better in life. But the coaching staff will always miss you. If you guys ever need anything, you can always come out and reach out to us, and we'll help you out in any way that we can. And for the younger guys, it's time to get to work. So again, to everybody, congratulations. Have a great summer. Looking forward to seeing you all. See ya.
What's going on, seniors? It's Coach Durkin. I'm just going to run through a list of you guys and say something about everyone. So let's get into it. First one's Boggs. I just want to tell my favorite Boggs story. It was one of the last games of last year against Wissahickon. We were short a couple players on JV, and Boggs, without hesitation, volunteered to play. He also guaranteed me at least 3 goals. He never got me those 3 goals, but what he did give me was one of the greatest body checks I've ever seen in my entire life. Boggs hit this kid so hard. The kid was like 3 feet off the ground, horizontal in the air, before hitting the ground. It was awesome. Boggs got a 2-minute non-releasable penalty, and we lost. It was still awesome. Get megged. Next on the list is Mikey B. Mike B was an excellent kid to coach. Every pass, every dodge was 100%, even in practice, which is something that the coaches have been trying to get through to you guys for a couple years now. Mikey also wasn't afraid to call out teammates, especially if they weren't matching his intensity in practice. It's always great to have a player on the team who demands the most of his teammates. Best of luck at Liberty. Next on the list is Nick. Nerm was a fantastic kid to coach. He was a player that showed up every day to practice with a good attitude, ready to work. He was the type of player that whenever you asked him something, it was always yes, coach, whether it was asking him to switch back and forth between attack and midi, whether or not it was asking him to be an extra body in a JV game. Nick never complained and would always do what was best for the team. Best of luck at the Pennsylvania State University. Next on the list is Hartmeyer. I was really looking forward to seeing how you were going to bounce back from that knee injury this year. But that does bring me to my point. You were always a selfless player and was always willing to play JV when we needed you to. Another kid that's a yes coach kind of kid. And that year, whenever we needed a big goal or we needed someone to carry us to victory in JV, Hartmeyer was always the guy. Best of luck at Jefferson. Next on the list is Reams. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to see you play a whole bunch, but from what I saw in practice, it was obvious that you were a very talented lacrosse player. You demanded the most from your teammates, never shied away from contact, and always could tell when Coach G was about to put everyone on the end line because people wouldn't stop talking while he was talking, and you saved the team a whole bunch. Good luck at Tampa. Next on the list is Rudy. I primarily coached offense, so I didn't get to interact with Rudy a whole lot during practice. But when we were scrimmaging, if there was a ground ball, Rudy was the first person to pick up that ground ball and clear it. The tenacious D-Midi who never got intimidated by everyone. Best of luck at Temple. CJ always had a bunch of fun warming up before the JV games. As I've said a couple of times now, we never really had a consistent team on JV, so there was always a revolving door of defenders, which can make the goalie's life really difficult. And CJ put up with a whole lot, but he always showed up and put his best foot forward, and we had a lot of great wins. Best of luck at Monco. Next on the list is Schultz, another player who I didn't get a chance to interact with a whole lot during practice, but during scrimmages and games, Schultz was always giving it 100%. He was another player that always demanded the best from his teammates, and that go a long way. Best of luck at Wilkes. Matt Harmon, obviously didn't get a chance to interact with you or coach you too much, but when I saw you, probably one of the fastest kids on the team, would have been a great asset to the team. Best of luck at Jefferson. And finally, Ryan Owen, another player who obviously I didn't get a chance to interact with a whole lot, but best of luck at Bloomsburg. I'm sure you'll do great. All right, best of luck, seniors.
Hey, what's up, guys? Coach Murphy here. I just want to start off by saying that I'm sorry you guys weren't able to play your 2020 season. I had a feeling it was going to be a good one. We had a lot of talent, a lot of great listeners, a lot of people who were willing to work. Just you could see that within the first couple of weeks of practice. I know what it feels like to know you're playing your last game ever. I can't imagine what you guys are going through, especially you seniors. And once again, I'd like to say I'm sorry. That being said, I'd like to talk about the seniors, and the first one, of course, I start off with is Johnny Boggs, one of my D middies. He's a kid who always hustles. The one thing I liked about Johnny is when I would talk to him, he was always listening. He was always looking me in the eye. But he also always had something to say to me, whether it was lacrosse or not lacrosse related. Johnny, you're a good kid, and good luck in your future. Next, we got Mike Brown. Mikey, I had a feeling this was going to be your year. You and I butted heads a couple times last year about, high to low, low to high, when it come around the crease and all that. But you're a good, hard-working kid, and if you keep up your work ethic, you'll be very successful in life. Nick Serm, Nerm, as the kids call you. The one thing about Nick Serm is he always did what he was asked. When I would pull him over, I'd say, hey, do this, or, put it in your weak hand, and he would do it, even if he didn't want to, looking at his reaction when we asked him to do something, but he would do it. CJ and I spent a lot of time together, warming him up, but really wasn't a warm-up. I pretty much scored on him every time. He had a few saves here and there, got lucky, but that's all it was luck. But no, on a serious note, CJ pretty much saved all of my shots I would shoot at him, which would really frustrate me. But he's a good kid. One of my fan favorites, and I'm gonna miss you, kid. Next, we got Hartmeyer. One thing that I remember about Hartmeyer is our little sideline huddles, our injured reserve huddles on the sideline during the middle of games. That was always an interesting conversation for 30 seconds, and then I would have to tell you guys to shut up. One thing that always, stuck out to me with Jack is his shot. Out of nowhere, this kid could pull up and just rip a corner out of nowhere, and it was awesome to see. I wish we got to see it a lot more this season, but things happen. My man, Brian Schultz, great defensive leader. He, another kid, when I asked him to do something, was always looking me in the eye. Was very vocal, you could see that in games. He got frustrated, but he was always kept his cool. He never liked to really yell at kids. Just a great kid, always listen. And then Kyle Rudolph, my D midi, captain. He was a hustler. That's what Rudy was. He always took my opinion or my advice to heart, which I really appreciated. We were actually working on the nice slap check that you basically had down, and I was really excited to see you pull off this season. But Rudy, it was always cool or awesome to see you be able to run back and forth down the field, even though you were tired. You'd come off the field, you couldn't talk, but I'd be like, Rudy, you got to get back in there, and you wouldn't talk back or anything. You would just run back in there, put your mouthpiece in. Last but not least, for my offensive guys, is Will Riemenschneider. I didn't even write anything down for Will because I could have went on and on. Will, you have a great shot. You're a great player. You have a lot of potential. I liked watching you play, even at times when you would walk and I'd yell at you, but you're a great kid, and I'm excited to watch you play in college. And on a side note, no, you will never be invited over to my house, even though you graduated. I don't even invite Jake over. So that's my cousin. You're definitely not going to get an invite. Also,
Matt Harmon and Ryan Owen, it's tough. We really didn't get to create a close friendship or relationship, and I'm kind of disappointed in that because you two were also two kids that I didn't know and you didn't know me, but whatever I said to you guys really took to heart, and you guys would go out on the field and try and stand in that position or make that move, and I just really appreciate it.
Hello there, Coach G. Hope you guys are all doing well and staying safe out there. It's been a while since I've seen you guys in person, so I just wanted to send my thoughts on how everything has been shaking out over the last couple months. Obviously, you guys put in a ton of hard work over the last couple months, gearing up for the season. Like the coaching staff, I'm pretty sure you guys were all pretty confident that this year was going to be a very, very special year. From the seniors on down to the freshmen, we had a great group of individuals who were primed to do some really, really big and great things. That being said, obviously some things happened that were completely out of our control, and we just kind of have to adapt to it at that point. So the coaches, we all kind of got together, and we wanted to ensure that you guys had the best possible send-off. So we all got together, and we kind of created this little slideshow for you guys. Sorry it took a little bit longer than we would have liked to get it out there, but we wanted to make sure it was the perfect end product. I was tempted to do this from the coach's room because I miss being in there so much, but obviously the school's on lockdown. So here I am, just in the park, kind of spitting some thoughts that I've had over the last couple of months. This is my attempt at a quarantine beard. As you can see, it's pretty pitiful, but it is what it is. So now we're just going to go through a quick rundown of some of the seniors and just some kind of thoughts on what I have and what I kind of see of you guys. So first up is Johnny Boggs. Boggs, quite the character. The thing I enjoyed most about you is you had a never say die attitude. Regardless of the game or the situation or whatever was going on, you were always a person on the sideline hyping everybody up. So we could be down 1 goal in the first quarter, we could be down 5 goals in the fourth quarter. You would still be amping guys up, getting them ready to go, getting them psyched to be in the game essentially. I thoroughly enjoyed our conversations, whether it be on the sideline or during practice or workouts, whatever the case may be. You would pretty much, I never had any idea what you were going to say next. Always kept me on my toes. I enjoyed having you as part of the program these last couple of years. And I think that this year would have been a great year for you as one of the D-middies to kind of fortify the defensive side of the ball. Next up is Mikey Brown, true fighter. Again, another person that no matter the game situation, he would always come back for more. We definitely put a ton on your plate. And we threw a lot at you, but you would always come back, and regardless of what was going on, you studied the game and you tried to improve your game as much as possible. You never shied away from asking questions to try to improve your game. So I know there were times where you would get frustrated about how things were playing out, but you stuck with it, and I'm glad you made it the choice to finish out the career here as part of the lacrosse program. Next up is Nick Serm. Another guy who's bought in since day one. I've known you for quite a long time. Over the last 4 years that you've been in the program, I think you've probably had 95% attendance in everything that we've done, whether it's weightlifting, whether it's night practices, games, after-school practices, whatever the case may be. You always made it a priority to make sure you're out on the field with your teammates trying to improve your game. I think you're a true lax rat. I think you enjoy the game, enjoy playing it, getting better. And throughout these last couple of years, I can honestly say that you definitely have gotten a lot better skill-wise. Unfortunately, another guy that I'm sorry didn't get to kind of see how things played out. I think the season ended on a Wednesday, maybe. Then we had a scrimmage coming up that weekend. We were a few days away from the coaching staff actually as naming you as one of the second captains for the team, for the program. Just because of the hard work that you did put in, you definitely deserve that honor. So while we didn't get to officially name it in front of the guys, you are always going to be a captain in my eyes because you set a high standard of what it means to be a Hatboro Horsham lacrosse player. So good luck next year at Penn State. It's my squad, it's my school as well, so I'm sure I'll be seeing you around the way. Next up is CJ, another true competitor. Again, he didn't get to really kind of show everything that he had 3 years leading up to this, but we were really psyched and pumped about what you were going to be able to provide for us in the cage. You showed flashes of it coming up through freshman through junior year, and we thought you were going to basically really solidify what we had on the defensive side of the ball. You're a true competitor. What I enjoy about you is you never want anything handed to you. You want to work for it, and that's a great trait and great quality to have. I definitely think you should keep that with you. Don't allow anything to kind of, you don't take the easy way out, essentially. So keep that up, keep fighting, and keep that great attitude that you have. Obviously, I'm not always fond of you trying to run out and score a goal when you're leaving the net and doing all that crazy stuff, but I'm not sure if you scored a goal in your career, but I was pretty confident that you were going to score one for us this year. Next up is Maddie Harmon. I was excited to see you get to play on the field this year. Every couple of years, one of these soccer guys comes along who's got some experience in lacrosse, but not a ton, and you're cut from the same mold as those guys. Unstoppable motor, great speed. We were really looking forward to seeing what you could provide for us for the program this year. I think you would have added a nice dimension, being able to transition the ball from defense to offense, and maybe in some situations kind of have you break down some guys using that speed to your advantage. I would never get tired of watching you come in first in every single conditioning drill that we had, and seemingly looked like you could probably run 3 or 4 more of whatever drill we were doing. So if you have an opportunity to continue to play lacrosse, I definitely think you should. Keep that stick in your hands. Just keep it rocking. Next up is Hartmeyer. Hartmeyer. Where do we even start with you? It's a shame we didn't get to kind of see how you were going to bounce back from the injury that you suffered. Obviously, you put in a ton of hard work to try to get back on the field, and I'm sure you would have provided us a nice dynamic outside shot to help basically stretch defenses a little bit. Doesn't look like it from just kind of watching you walk around and saunter around the field, but you definitely have one of the best shots I've seen in a while. One of the things that would always crack me up about you is you enjoy banter with your opponents probably more than I would like to admit, or I'd like to kind of say you do. Again, another true competitor. You like to kind of gear up with the opposing team, and a lot of the players on our team, they kind of fed off of that and fed off that energy that you kind of gave. So good luck next year. Pumped to see you kind of do big things in your future. Next up is Ryan Owen. Again, another guy who was a first-year guy, kind of getting back into the flow of things. Kind of played a little bit before, and then Johnny allowed you to quit. I will never let Johnny. I'll never let Johnny down for that one. But you definitely showed some serious promise in the first couple of weeks of practice. I was amazed at how quickly you were able to kind of assimilate yourself into the fold of the defensive drills that we were doing and the game plans that we were kind of putting together. Definitely a true athlete. That's kind of how you were able to kind of assimilate yourself into what we were doing. So I don't know if you're going to have an opportunity to play lacrosse in school, but if there's a club team or something like that, I definitely think you should kind of go out for it, kind of show them what you got, because you definitely showed some promise in the first couple of weeks out there on the field. Next up is Raymond Schneider, Will. Another guy, I've known you forever. Obviously, I'm kind of sad for everyone and for kind of different reasons of why they weren't able to finish out the season, but you in particular, obviously when you came in as a freshman, you definitely showed a ton of promise and a ton of what-if kind of guy. I know you probably weren't expecting to only have 2 years of lacrosse in your high school career, but c'est la vie, such is life sometimes, you know, and like we talked about, don't think that all the hard work that you put in to get back on the field is all for naught. The payoff will definitely come. It's just going to be delayed a little bit. Keep working hard. You're going to do great things down at Tampa. I'm pumped to watch the game tape on you and kind of see how you've improved in your game. Hopefully you continue to develop as a player and as a young man. And I almost forgot, please, for the love of God, get some better taste in music. Next up is Rudy, the captain. You pretty much did everything that I asked for in a captain. I put a ton of stuff on your plate, and from organizing workouts, tracking down guys for whatever they owed me, making sure everyone had their helmets in and their payment forms in, and were showing up to fall ball games, all this stuff. The list goes on and on and on. You definitely held it like a champ. Normally we have more than one captain kind of coming into the senior year or coming into the season. but you were the only guy, and you handled the job admirably. You did everything that I asked for, and you had the team steered in position to do great things. I think this is one of the easiest transitions that we've had in the offseason, and that's in large part due to kind of everything that you had the guys doing. You're a gritty player. You did all the dirty work. You probably didn't get nearly as much credit as you deserved. But again, another guy that's sold out for the program, and you kind of put your heart and soul into everything that you were doing on the field. And it definitely showed, and it showed in the previous years, and definitely showed in how we were kind of set up to do great things this year. Good luck at Temple next year. I'm trying to get out to see one of the games to go out for the club team. A couple of the other guys, or the older guys, were on the team or still on the team. So I'm pumped to see how you kind of fare once you get over there to Tampa. Or I'm sorry, once you get over there to Temple. And as a final thought for you, no, I do not love Sosa. Next up is Schultz. Brian, another true competitor. Out of all the guys that on the team, probably one person that I think hates losing more than he likes winning. That's what I admired about you. You had a very, very fiery personality. It didn't always come out, but when it came out, it was like fire and brimstone, and I enjoyed that aspect of your playing. You were a supremely confident player who wanted the best out of every single game from not only you, but the players, and that went for in-game, that went for in-practices. You basically kept everyone on their toes. Keep that fire, keep that passion, keep that inspiration going, because you drive other players to be better. Make sure you continue that once you go over to Wilkes, and it's going to definitely suit you in the things you're going to kind of do in the future. So that's all the seniors. That's all 10 of you guys. Again, I'm really sorry how this season played out and this year played out. But like we talked about before, it's not really the event that matters. It's how you react that speaks volumes to you. You can't always control. You can only control what you can control in life. So just keep your heads up and just remember that this is just a blip on the radar. You guys are going to look back in a few years and you're going to be like, okay, we're the Rona squad. AKA the only undefeated team in Hatboro Horsham history. Whatever moniker you want to basically put on yourselves, you guys are definitely a special unit, a special team, and you've primed the guys that are coming after you for great things. So on behalf of the other coaches that have spoken before and the parents, we just want to thank you seniors for everything that you've done for us, and we wish you guys nothing but the best of luck. Congratulations, and so long. Love you guys.
Somebody would have told me, babe, that someday these will be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. Someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of these good old days.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been through, that I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way, from where we began.
You know we started.
Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
tell you.
When I see you again.
First you both go out your way and the vibe is feeling strong. And what's small turn to a friendship turn to a bond. And that bond will never be broken, the love will never get lost. And when brotherhood come first, then the line will never be crossed. Established it on our own when that line had to be drawn. And that line is what we reach, so remember me when I'm gone. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side. And now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
Let the light guide your way. Yeah. Hold every memory as you go. And every road you take will always lead you home. It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about